Hey friends, Marc here on my porch. Super weird to be wrapping up things with City Life Church, safe to say. And I chose to just, turn this camera on and start talking. No real plan for what to say, which is dangerous with a preacher. And definitely out of my comfort zone. But I just wanted to just be real about stepping away from City Life Church, because so many of you have poured yourselves into this church, and you've trusted God in so many ways, with connecting with people, with serving, with putting your gifts out there, with being a part of things like Dive, where you really have to risk a lot of vulnerability. And you've grown, and you've supported me in my place in the community. You've supported the work that I do. You've helped. We've worked alongside each other, and you've reached out to me when you were going through things and received my prayers and my guidance. And I could just keep going on and on about all the ways that so many of you have just made yourself a vital part of this community. And I was always sad, and it was always hard to watch people leave City Life, and now I'm on the other side of that, where I'm leaving City Life. And it's extremely weird to be on the other side of that. But I wanted to say I appreciate all of you, and you have become a part of me in all kinds of ways. And then to experience the send-off farewell last weekend was amazing, and it was of epic proportions. All the love, all the ways you showed your love for me and Lisa and my family, and kind of humbling. I didn't really bask in the attention of those events. The campfire, the farewell, the potluck, I don't bask in being made a big deal of or getting that kind of attention. And so I probably seemed like I was shirking away from that attention, and I kind of was. But then just the sheer gravity of that weekend has been just sitting with me and growing, and I'm really humbled and grateful and amazed by your love and your acts of love as you say farewell to me as your pastor. So yeah, as we come to this parting of ways, I have a lot of feelings. A lot of them have to do with the way that I've always been in the mode of, for like 18, 19 years, of the mode of like, okay, here we go. What's the new challenge with City Life? I'm in the center of City Life's thing, so let's go. Let's take charge. Let's tackle the problem. It feels now, I'm feeling a lot of feelings about it not being right not to be helping you tackle the problems, or it not being right for me to step away. There's feelings, all kinds of feelings that, quite frankly, I'm glad that I've been encouraged to pursue therapy and spiritual direction, and I feel like a mess. Also, this journey has given me a lot of fatigue. I think over the last 6 years, I've been pretty close to burnout a couple of times. I had the beginning of a panic attack at one point. And didn't always know how to talk about that or be real about that, but I feel like I kind of limped to the end, and I feel pretty broken, but I'm pretty good at hiding that. But I just want you to know that I do feel like I'm in good hands, but I have a journey ahead of me that is about renewal and introspection and care. But I wanted to be real about that. I wanted to be real about where I am, and just ask for your prayers. I will be praying for the direction of City Life, and for God to bring a new reality that emerges that's beautiful. Because I think the time is ripe, and the season is kind of incredible right now at City Life, even if you can't see it. I'll be praying for you guys. Please pray for me and my journey of healing and renewal. walking out as one mentor has put it, walking out into the fog. So when people have said things like, "Oh, this is exciting. Are you excited?" I'm not really excited. I'm kind of all mixed up and torn up and tired and anxious and all kinds of different things that I'm working through. And so that's me, just raw, broken, vulnerable, and being real about it with you guys, because you have been real about your times with me over the last 18 years. And I go forward still with right at the center of it all, trusting that God's love and my status through Jesus as a beloved child of God is the only thing that's going to be my lifeline through this time. It's the only thing that I want to dive deeper into. And like you, I have had times where I feel far from God, but I'm diving back over and over into God's love and trying to crack open myself and my heart and my mess to let more of God's love in. That's what I'm up to as I walk away from City Life Church. It's been an amazing journey. It has shaped me in ways you can't even imagine. And it is basically the first chapter of my grown-up life. Coming out of seminary, this is the first vocational, professional calling that I've stepped into, and it has shaped me and formed me like nothing else ever will. And you have all been a part of that. You truly have. All your stories, your personalities, I have delighted in you, in all of you. So, farewell. And let's all just step forward into the next chapter, diving into God's love and trusting the gospel. Thank you all. I will miss you. And farewell.